So yesterday, right, this woman right here, alright, she is apparently I don't know if she's famous or not, she's a rapper. She filed a lawsuit against Lyft. If you guys don't know what Lyft is, it's like an Uber service or like something like a car taxi service, right? Because the Lyft driver apparently stops and says that she might not be able to fit in the car. So she got offended. Alright, she got offended, and this is what happens, alright? So the interaction was not very good, or at least that's how she worded it. And she basically filed a multi-million dollar lawsuit over a driver telling her that she's not big enough to fit in the car. Alright? So this can sometimes happen, alright? If somebody is fat, you shouldn't say that they are fat, alright? By saying that they are fat and they cannot fit in your car, it's very offensive. Very offensive, alright? 300 kg? Yeah, she looks like she's 300 kg. So this is what's happening, alright? Yo, you need to calm down, alright? Stop calling people massive whale. Alright. So this drama is apparently circulating around for the entirety of yesterday. So this is from Fox News, I think, right?
Blanding tells us she was just trying to get to a Detroit Lions watch party this month when her Lyft rolled up.
As I'm walking, I see him like making faces or whatever. I'm like, oh man.
She already knew.
So she's not happy. So she recorded the entire, you can see, she recorded this conversation, right? She recorded her conversation with the Lyft driver. So here's what happened, right?
Or whatever. I'm like, oh man.
She already knew.
I can fit in this car.
Believe me, you can.
Yes, I can.
Believe me.
He told her there's not enough room in his car.
The kicker part was when he started to talk about his tires. You know, I feel like that was a slap in the face. That was like a...
You never talk about your tires. You never talk about your tires. So here's the thing, right? A lot of people don't know how to deal with people like this. So if you are a Lyft driver, or if you are a Uber driver or Grab driver, if somebody is too big and you reach the destination, if somebody is too big, right, you're scared about your car. Because I understand how this works. A lot of these Lyft driver, Uber driver, or Grab driver, or whatever driver you are, this is a bit different than the old taxi that we used to have. The car is your own car, right? The car is your own car. So I understand some people, they are very concerned. They don't want like somebody that's like too, let's just say it, right? Somebody that's too fat to, they're scared it will damage the car. Maybe at the back of the car, they're scared it will damage the car. Maybe the tires will get affected. Because depending on how big the car is, right? Some cars can be quite small. If a small car might not be able to sustain that much weight, all right? I'm not sure how heavy this person is, this lady is, or worse, right? This lady could be 100 kg, could be 200 kg, could be 300, 600 pounds, I don't know. But the best thing to do is to be like, ma'am, I'm sorry, but suddenly I just realized there's an emergency and I need to go, right? Please cancel the ride, and you might have to call on a new one, right? Instead of saying, ma'am, I don't want you to get in because my tires could be damaged. You cannot say things like that. When you say things like, my tires could be damaged, you are indirectly saying, ma'am, you're too fat for my car. Very offensive. Very offensive. So the better way to go about it would be to say that maybe you have an emergency, all right? Or maybe like something happened. Oh, I just found out that something happened. My wife is pregnant, or something like emergency. One of my family members in the hospital. I need to go right now. So if you don't mind, can you cancel the ride and call a different one, right? And that's how you do it, right? That's how you do it. Because this driver, I think he might have approached it the wrong way. So you listen to what she said, right?
When he started to talk about his tires, you know, I feel like that was a slap in the face. That was like...
You don't talk about your tires. That's like a slap in the face. You don't talk about your tires. All right? You talk about the tires. Now you are indirectly saying, you're fat. You cannot say that. You cannot say that, right? So, yeah, you cannot do that. When you do that, even though you love your car, right? There's nothing wrong if you love your car, right? You can't say fat. You cannot say, it's very offensive. So you cannot be too honest sometimes, right? I understand some of you guys might not know this, but when you're working in a professional environment, some things you just cannot say. You cannot offend the customer. Customer offended, now you're in trouble. So now this woman is suing Lyft, all right?
Like my tires, you know, like...
The driver said his tires could not handle her weight.
You cannot say that. You cannot say, oh, your tires... oh, maybe my tires cannot handle you. You are like a little bit too heavy. You cannot say things like that, right? Again, gotta be careful with the words you use, right? Very expensive, very offensive to people like this, all right?
This person you turned down because they can't fit in your car?
Yeah, because they need to order the Uber XL instead.
No, I don't never have to order Uber XL.
He apologized, canceled the ride, and left her there. The rapper says she's pretty tough.
Okay.
Dake
Wow.
DeMoss, as she's known at the mic, is crushed by the whole situation.
I just want them to know, like, it really hurt my feelings.
It looks like Lyft might
Do you guys hear that? Do you guys hear that?
To know, like, it really hurt my feelings.
It looks like
It hurt her feelings. You cannot say stuff like that, right? It hurt people's feelings. When you say that they are too big for the tire cannot handle them, right? Like, again, maybe it's true for some cars actually. Some cars might not actually be able to handle somebody that's too big, right? If your car is smaller, right? It might actually damage the tires. It might actually damage the suspension, depending on what ramp you go over. If the bag is too heavy, yeah, it's going to affect it, right? She orders a forklift. She should have ordered a van. Yeah, but it is going to... Yeah, it is definitely, apparently over there is like, you can't do this.
a Lyft might be hurting pretty soon too.
I knew it was illegal and I knew that it was wrong.
Her attorneys, John Marco and Zach Runyon, say wait.
So now she hired 2 lawyers. She's back. She's not messing around. You hurt her feelings? She's here back with 2 lawyers. Okay?
It is a protected characteristic in Michigan by law.
It would be no different than a driver pulling up and saying, you know, I don't want to have black people in my car, or I don't want to have Christians in my car, or Muslims in my car. It's the same. Under the law, it's the same.
The lawsuit
It's not the same. It's not the same. Because if the black people or white people or Asian people, if they are just different skin color, it won't affect the car. But if somebody is 500 kg versus somebody that's 50 kg, that's a lot of difference. That would definitely damage the car, right? Like, you can definitely damage the car. It's not the same, right? I feel like when it comes to discrimination against race or against maybe height and stuff, it doesn't make sense. But for weight, it actually affects it. It can damage the tires actually. How many of you guys here you have sit like a bunch of people at the back, and then in front, like, only there's one driver, then the entire car, the tire is like at the back is like pressed down. You can definitely see it, depending on the car as well, right? But it can sometimes cause damage to the car, right? I don't know how heavy she is. Could be 400 to 500 kg, right? So it's a little bit different, right? It's a bit different. I feel like it's like a Lyft, right? I'm sure you guys have seen a Lyft before, right? Even though a Lyft says you can fit 7 to 8 person, right? On average, you can fit 7 to 8 person in a Lyft, usually an elevator. But you guys know that's the number of people doesn't. If one person suddenly weight equals to 5 persons weight, that's different, right? You cannot fit a huge big 7 fat people in there. That's just not how it works. The elevator will crash and everybody will die, right? So you can't just do that. You can't just do that.
is filed. Since she posted the encounter on social media, other full-figured folks have reached out saying the same thing happened to them.
Yeah. So the drama is pretty intense, right? So she's suing the company Lyft. She's half a ton. I'm not sure. People are saying she's like 300 to 400 kg. I'm not sure. She's like 20. No, she's not. She's not 20. All right. She's like 3 maybe. So, did they reveal the stuff, right? So right now you can see, right? She asked for a lift, not a forklift. Okay.
Blanding tells us she was just trying to get to a Detroit Lions watch party this month when her Lyft.
This incident yesterday, so now there's a new events that have announced a new luxury option. All right. So Lyft XL, extra room. Okay. So they introduced this one. This is for the huge. The big giant. Alright, this now you have to order a Lyft XL. Alright, this is going to be for an entirely different one. Forklift. Yeah, this one is obviously not real, right? You can't have forklift. The internet is unfair. Fat shaming is overweighted. Okay, so everybody is laughing about this. But yeah, this incident is kind of wild actually, because seeing it happen, apparently she actually thought, oh, she's 489 pounds. How much is that in kg? Let me see. 489 pounds, 2 kilograms, is it? So it's a bit different, right? I'm not familiar with the pound system. I think it's about 100 plus 220 kg. 220 kg. Okay. So launch a lawsuit, alright, against the drivers for denying her a ride because he said she wouldn't fit in the car. You cannot say that. You shouldn't say you cannot fit in the car. You should say, I have an emergency, I need to go. Or just say that on the time when I come here, my car was making some noise. You know, let's just you know, maybe you should cancel the ride and call someone else, you know, for your safety. I think that would be a better approach, alright? If you say that you're too fat to fit in the car, very offensive. Let's see. A lawsuit that her weight-based denial of a right is discrimination. She says she's taking action against Lyft to fight for her people and to change the world. Okay, she's not messing around. She's here to change the world. If I stand for something, I'll fall for anything. Fighting for my community, my people, and making a change for the world. Not just for me, but for everyone. Wholesome. Wholesome, guys. Okay? So you can't just...
Fit in this car?
But believe me, you can.
Yes, I can.
Believe me. So, I'm sorry.
What I'm gonna do about my money?
I'm gonna cancel you. You're not gonna be charged.
So you telling me I can't get in a lift because I can't fit in your car?
Wait, what? Did he actually say that? How did he say it? He said the tires, right? Let me see.
What? For what? What you saying?
Yeah, I got no space in my car. Is
No
small.
space.
I can fit in this car?
But believe me, you can.
Yes, I can.
Believe me. So, I'm sorry.
Believe
what
me.
I'm gonna do about my money?
I'm gonna cancel you. You're not gonna be charged.
So you telling me I can't get in a lift because I can't fit in your car?
Yeah, you need to order a bigger car.
What makes you
Damn.
think I can't fit in the car?
Yeah, what makes you think I cannot fit in the car? What makes you think that? Now he's gonna say it. Now he's gonna say it. He's gonna say you're fat, right? Now he's gonna say it.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
What makes you think I can't fit in this car?
Because the
Why would she ask that? Why would she ask what makes you think I cannot fit in the car?
Car.
Because the car is small in the back. Believe
My best friend has a Benz that's newer than this that I can fit in. That's the same size.
me. Yeah, I'm sorry.
She wants evidence.
So you really telling me I'm too big to get in your car? So I gotta order another lift.
Yeah. And to be more specific with you, I got very tired tires.
Yeah, he said it. He said it. To be more specific with you, I got something tires. Is it small tires?
More specific with you, I got very tired tires.
Very
What I
what?
got to do with your tires?
Yeah, and you have
Yeah,
no
you never
space.
mentioned the
How
tires,
you know
man.
I don't have no space?
Yeah, I got no
You never
space.
mentioned the tires. Very
How do you
offensive.
know I don't have no space?
Because I've tried before.
Huh?
Because I've been in this situation.
So every big person you turn down because they can't fit in your car?
Yeah, because they need to order the Uber XL it's called.
No, I don't never have to order
Damn.
Uber XL.
Then I'm really sorry.
So she didn't need
What's
to
your
order.
name?
Abraham Carlos.
Asking for
Okay.
name.
No.
Asking for name. What's your name? What's your name? Okay, lawsuit coming, sucker. Call me fat. What's your name? Okay, see you in court. So guys, discrimination, alright? Discrimination. That's what happens. That's what happens. You never call people fat, alright? Stop calling people fat. Very offensive.